Did you know that every year, search and rescue workers save over 20,000 lives in the United States alone? That's more than 50 people saved every single day, often in conditions so extreme they defy imagination. Raging storms, treacherous mountain terrains, and life-threatening situations. You might be wondering, who are these everyday heroes willing to risk it all? And what does it truly take to be on the front lines of such intense life-saving missions? Are they as fearless as they seem? Stick with us for a jaw-dropping rescue story that will give you a first-hand look into the incredible world of search and rescue. For many search and rescue workers, their office is the vast expanse of the wilderness. They don't clock in for a typical 9-to-5 shift. You can't just search for a lost soul for 8 hours, head home, and then pick up where you left off the next day. At times, these brave souls might find themselves living in the wild for 2 straight days or more. They come equipped not just with gear to aid their search, but also to survive potentially 48-hour stints in the unpredictable outdoors. And even in the quiet moments when there aren't people missing, they're not idly waiting by the phone. They might be out helping locate a lost pet, keeping their skills sharp and always being ready for the unexpected. And speaking of pets, have you heard about their 4-legged teammates? Canines are invaluable in these operations. Handling these incredibly intelligent dogs is a unique skill in itself. But don't be mistaken. These dogs are not just workers, they're loyal companions, giving their all in every mission. It might surprise you to know that the wilderness, despite all of its challenges, can be a preferable setting for a search operation. Why? Because these professionals are familiar with the terrain, but water, that's a different ballgame. If someone goes missing in water, time becomes even more critical. A mere 24 hours without a find can drastically reduce the chances of a happy ending. Every tick of the clock is crucial, the difference between walking out of the water or facing a more tragic outcome. Search and rescue teams have a myriad of responsibilities that extend far beyond the act of searching. They undergo rigorous training to perform technical rope rescues, swift water rescues, and avalanche recoveries, among other specialized operations. Every team member is well-versed in navigation, first aid, and wilderness survival, ensuring that they can endure the harshest conditions while optimizing the chances of finding the lost or injured. Helicopters play a pivotal role in these missions, often being the lifeline that teams rely on. These aircrafts, often piloted by individuals with specialized training for mountain and adverse weather conditions, can quickly scan vast areas, deliver supplies, or airlift individuals out of danger zones. Their bird's-eye view, coupled with state-of-the-art equipment like infrared sensors, can make the difference between a successful rescue and a prolonged search. Search and rescue teams must have both physical strength and mental resilience, as they often face demanding terrain and the emotional toll of their mission. Yet these attributes make up only a fraction of their skill set. Their success hinges on tactical thinking and diverse perspectives, with each member contributing unique insights. Drawing from backgrounds in law enforcement, firefighting, and the military, these teams are adept at handling varied scenarios. When they locate a missing individual, their expertise goes beyond search efforts. With medical knowledge at their disposal, they can provide immediate care, ensuring the safety of those they rescue. When you think about high-risk professions, you'd naturally expect a hefty paycheck to match the dangers involved. However, for search and rescue workers, this isn't the reality. Their average annual earnings hover around $40,000, which is surprisingly below average. To put this into perspective, even car wash attendants often earn more. Don't you think these life-saving heroes deserve better? Click that like button if you agree. On January 13th, a 65-year-old man vanished while hiking on Mount Baldy, a towering peak over 10,000 feet high just outside of Los Angeles. The missing hiker was no ordinary man. He was Julian Sand, a well-known actor famous for his title role in the horror movie Warlock and numerous other films. The conditions that day were perilous, with the mountain having claimed the lives of 2 hikers just weeks prior. One of them had fallen 500 feet down an icy slope. Adding to the complexity, just 2 days later, a 75-year-old man was also reported missing on the same mountain. This was no walk in the park for search and rescue teams. They faced potential avalanches and brutal winds. Still, they deployed helicopters and drones, searching tirelessly day and night. Even infrared cameras failed to detect any signs of the 2 missing men. Despite the challenges and the days ticking by, the search teams remained undeterred. Then, on January 25th, a glimmer of hope emerged. rescuers found the 75-year-old Jin Chung, who had been missing for an astounding 10 days. Despite leg and weather-related injuries, he was coherent and able to walk with assistance to a nearby hospital. He later stabilized, proving that, even against the odds, survival was possible. This reignited the search team's hopes for finding Julian Sand. However, Mother Nature had other plans. Avalanche risks worsened, forcing ground teams to withdraw, leaving only aerial searches by helicopters and drones. Tragically, Julian Sand remained missing until June 24th, when civilian hikers stumbled upon remains that were later identified as his. Despite repeated search efforts over several months, avalanches had effectively erased any clues, complicating the search. In this heart-wrenching story, search and rescue teams displayed remarkable tenacity, managing to save one life under extraordinarily difficult conditions. While the story ended in sorrow for one family, it also highlighted the incredible resilience and skill of the search and rescue teams who risk everything to save lives, often against impossible odds. We'd like to extend our gratitude to these brave souls, and to you, our viewers, for taking the time to watch this video. Thank you for watching.